everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we are playing with some new makeup. Some new makeup from Tom Ford, from Dior, from Bouche Rouge. Then I've got some things that are new to me, and then I have some things that I've had for quite some time that we're just throwing in. So if you're interested in seeing all that, just stay tuned. Hey everyone, putting my hair back. I have my brows done, I've got foundation on, I have bronzer on, this is the Gucci bronzer. And today we're going to play with the Tom Ford Rose Prisme and Dior Blush in Rayonnette. This is one of the newer limited edition shades that came out. I don't know how long it's been out. I think not too long, but it is limited edition. I picked it up the same time I picked up Birds of a Feather collection. I picked up Autumn Mood first because that one actually came out later, and I didn't get this one when it first came out. And then there was another one that's limited edition that I can't remember. But anyway, they're all relatively new. And this is the limited edition Elsa Hosk Bouche Rouge Paris collaboration. So basically they work together to create some different shades, this lilac packaging. And then I had my initials put on the case, which you can kind of see there. And the shade is, I know it's like Le Nude, but I want to make sure I have the right name. Le Nude Elsa. So it's a limited edition collab. It's got the, if you haven't seen my video on La Bouche Rouge, these are leather cases that are refillable. You can literally change them out. I have them in several shades. Again, lavender's the limited edition collab that they did, and the shade is as well. There's another shade that's like a bright orangey red, I think, but you know, I went with the nude. And there are also vegan cases if you want to get those. So I'm gonna put on I'm gonna put on the Dior blush. Let's take a look at that. I've had requests about the blush to compare the Nude Glide, I think it is, with some other shades, including some of the Chanel shades. I will do that. And I don't have Tempting Beige, but I think it might be like Tempting Beige. But I'll see if I can compare it. I will compare it to Rose Bronze and maybe like Mocha and the new Ombre shade. See how that works. But this one I did swatch so everyone could see it, but it's kind of in between the new shades of the Nude Glide and the Coral Flight. And when I say in between, I mean the shade is not as deep as the Coral. It's not as browny pink as the Nude. And I think it does have a little bit of shimmer. We're about to find out. Because the thing is, on the hand, it's a little harder to tell than on the face. I also want to mention that I was talking to some different people who picked up the collection, and it seems people are having different experiences with the same product. So, for example, Coral Flight blush, the one that I have, it's satin maybe. It might have a little bit of a luminescence to it, but there's not any glitter in it. But other people are reporting that theirs does have glitter in it, which I think is really interesting. Same with the Nude, I think it's Nude Glide. That one does have some glitter in it, but not a lot. And I've heard from some people that theirs has quite a bit. And that the eye quints have like differing formulas for the different shades. Like the mustard shade in the Early Bird worked terribly for me. Like, I couldn't even get that on my eye. So it's just really interesting. I don't know what to say other than there seems to be some inconsistencies in the Birds of a Feather collection, which is kind of interesting. So anyway, this is not part of the collection. This is a limited edition newer shade though, and I wanted to try it out. Yeah, that definitely has luminescence to it. No doubt. I don't see any glitter. Oh wow, that's actually really pretty. Yeah, it definitely has, this is definitely shimmery. I don't see any glitter though, which is good. But yeah, I see shimmer. To me, this resembles like the color story of Coral Flight. I think that's the name of it. But much less pigmented and more luminescent on me. I mean, yeah, that looks really pretty actually. That's really nice. I really like the shade. Yeah, that's very pretty. Okay, this is again Ray, I think. Okay, maybe it's Rayonnante. I'm not sure. Yeah. But it's number 330 and it's limited edition. And I believe it was described as like a coral, shimmery coral. And that is what it looks like on the face. I mean, it's really pretty. It's not super pigmented. I think you could build it, but it's not super pigmented. And it does have a luminescence to it. Wow, looks really nice. Okay, so the luminizer I was gonna use, and I'll use a little bit of it. This is something that I don't pull out that often. It's kind of interesting. This is the Clé de Peau Holiday Luminizer. This is in 101 Moon Shimmer. And if you've never used a Clé de Peau Luminizer highlighter, I would strongly encourage you to do so. There was recently a Clé de Peau sale going on. I don't know if it'll be going on when this goes up. These luminizers that they have are truly beautiful. They come out with ones for the holiday every year with, you know, different types of packaging and different shades. This one I would say has like a cool tone. It's got some blue, it's got purple. They have ones that have more of like a bronze look. They have ones that have like an orange, more of a pink. I'll be really interested to see what they come out with this year. I have asked my Clé de Peau SA about holiday, and she said it's really beautiful, and hopefully I'll get to see. I'll hopefully get to see it soon. But the luminizers, I try to pick up the luminizers because they're really, really nice. So let's just put a little bit of that on. It's going to be a little cool compared to the coral, but that's okay. We can blend it a little, and I'll just put on a little bit. These are strong luminizers. They have a lot of, some have more glitter than others. This one I think does have quite a bit of glitter to it. So that's probably why I don't pull it out that often. Not all of them do. In fact, most of the ones I have or had, a lot of them were really old and I had to get rid of them. They had less glitter than this. But I still like this one. I think it's really pretty. Okay, so let's get into Rose Prisme. Now, I have heard different things about this quad. By the way, on my nails, I should show you. I have the Dior Early Bird. You can see like the purplish tone. And then if you get it in a certain light, there we go. You can kind of see how it turns like gold, like a greenish gold. Yeah. So it is very pretty. The nail polishes are very pretty. I'll try to wear all three of the ones that I picked up all three throughout the month so you can see them. They are really pretty shades. Are they as beautiful as they are in the bottle? I don't know. But they're really pretty. I don't, you know, I'm not really a nail connoisseur. I do my nails. I try to make them look nice when I can. But, you know, I don't spend a lot of time on my nails. So for me, it's fine to get, you know, some limited editions every once in a while. But if you're really into nails, I'm sure you're going to find that other formulas, duochromes, are more dramatic. Okay, so that's Rose Prisme. And I think you can see, or maybe not see, that there's not a lot of pigment. There's not a lot there. And that's the thing that I was worried about, to be honest, with this quad. And if it wasn't for the channel, I wouldn't have picked it up because it just looks really light. I don't think it's gonna be that great on the eye. We'll see. I could be totally wrong. It could be beautiful on the eye. But I just don't, I'm not like wowed by it by any means. And yeah, so we're gonna try it. There's the one shade that's like that deeper shade, you know, but like those are the 3 shades that are like regular shades, not the topper. And this is the only shade that has, you know, real like shade, like pigment to it. The other ones look pretty, I don't know, they look pretty light to me. So I think they're just gonna blend into the eye. We're about to find out. I shouldn't prejudge it. It's just, I don't have, I don't have high hopes, but let's try it. Let me bring you in just a little bit closer. All right, let's start off. I guess let's start off with the really light pink shade. There's not really an obvious shade that you could use that's going to be, you know, deep in any way. There's that one shade that I think is a deeper shade that you can use to deepen up the look, but I kind of want to use that later once we get, you know, the other shades down. So I'm going to kind of put this pink all over the eye. It's a very light, almost lilac-y shade. It looks on me a little chalky almost. It's not like the pink that's in the Early Bird, which, although not really my color story, it's actually a really beautiful pink. And I like it. It's a very shimmery pink. You know, although there's not a ton of pigment, you definitely see it on the eye. This is more, I think you can build it a little, but it's, I mean, it's just very, very light. Again, there are people who are looking for that. So I don't want to say it's a definite fail because there may be some people who really want like a no eye look. But from my perspective, if you're going to spend $88, you know, you want pigment. Let's use the deeper shade, the one that's the only one that I think is a deeper shade. And let's go in with a Wayne Goss number 4. I hope if any of you were interested in the Sonia G brushes, you got to pick up some of the Sonia G brushes. I love Sonia G brushes. The one that I just used was the classic crease brush, which is a great brush. Really multi-purpose brush. So this shade is a very pretty bronzy shade. I feel like we've seen it before, but it's a nice shade. Over the pink, you know, it's not as strong as it was on the eye, but I mean on the swatch, but you can definitely see this one at least. By itself, it'll be pretty. But, you know, I don't think it's super pigmented. It's got a satin look to it. I'll try to intensify that just a little. Again, this is going over that pink shade, so, you know, that's one of the reasons that it'll swatch on my hand a little deeper. And we can, you know, intensify it. I can try some liquid, see what happens there. I can try, you know, get wet, see if that does anything, but that's the look we have thus far. All right, let's take the peach shade. I'm gonna use my finger. It's like a peachy gold shade. And put that on the eye. Okay, I mean, I guess I'm getting something here. I'll take that shade as well and just take a little bit of it and put it up here in the crease. I'm just grabbing a Smith brush. And let's take the 03 and buff that in a little. It's very, very light. I mean, I think you've figured that out. It's very, very light. Let's try the deep shade. The deep shade. Let's use a rougher brush. Let's use a 26 rougher brush. Well, that definitely makes it more metallic. Having a little bit of fallout from... Yeah, you're definitely going to get more payoff wet with the shade. But I mean, it's still light, but there's more there. More of that metallic that you kind of saw when I swatched it. Let's do it on the other side. Yeah, it's definitely like a bronze. Just kind of going over it. Definitely have more with, you know, the wet. All right, so let's try that with like that peach shade. Let's use a Katie Jane Hughes. This is a number 15, I think. Let's see if we can get a little more from that. Yeah, you definitely get more. I mean, that's usually the case. That's, you know, why you can have that formula. You can get more of that metallic look. More, you know, impact when you put it on. I tend not to do wet looks very often. One, I kind of like the powdery looks. I think I've said that before. I think it's like a little bit more flattering to my older eyes. And also just, you know, it takes more time. I tend not to do that because I tend not to have time. So that is the look. I'm going to put some of the topper on, but that's what it looks like after I, you know, went in with the formulas wet. And let's put the topper on that. So I think we have a nice look here at the end, but it is very light. Now, again, you know, you might want that. Somebody might want a very lightly pigmented look. But it's, I mean, it's very light. A lot of glitter from the topper, still kind of on my face, but you can kind of see it, like kind of moving on my eyelids. Not terrible, but I mean, it's definitely there. So, you know, that doesn't thrill me. Let's use the Dior Intense Bronze, was it called? No, that's not right. Iridescence Bronze. This is from the Birds of a Feather collection that just came out. And I really like this shade. I think this shade is really good because it's deep enough, and I think it does have a really nice iridescence. The Platinum shade, I like it, but I don't think it does much. And then the other shade I don't own. And I have been thinking about picking it up because I do really like this one. But the thing is, the other one is lighter. So I don't know. Because I like this one because although it has iridescence and it's not like, it's not super deep. In other words, it's not like a black liner. It gives you a softer look. It's dark enough that you see it. I'm not sure if the other one is going to be dark enough, deep enough. I'll have to see it on more folks and then make a decision. I mean, I'm pretty pale, so it would probably show up, but the Platinum one is definitely, in my opinion, like an inner, it's like a waterline kind of shade. It's really pretty, it's really pearlescent, and I think it can brighten up the eye, but it's not, you know, it's not really an eyeliner. So, you know, what do I think? I think it's what I thought it was gonna be. I'm just blending this a little bit. I think it's pretty. I just, for $88, I just, yeah, I think my lack of language here explains it. All right, so let me just put on some mascara, and then we'll try out the Bouche Rouge, the new shade. Okay, so we have mascara on. Like I said, do I think it's, I mean, it's not that it's not pretty. It's pretty, but there's practically no pigment. So it all kind of blended. I mean, blended well. Like it's not like a bad formula, I don't think. But there really is just such, I mean, I used that bronzy shade and the peach shade wet. I still don't really see a lot there. If you watch my metallic denim video, you can see the difference. And it's not just because of the shades. It's not because one was blue and this one is peach. You can make a very vibrant peach or pink. You know, Pat McGrath's done it. Sydney Grace has done it. Heck, I mean, Tom Ford has done it. So it's not that. It's this palette is just very, very soft. And maybe it was meant to be. Maybe there's a particular market that wants this. And if that's the case, and if this is what you want, this is the palette for you. So, but for me, it's not something I'm going to reach for. So I just, you know, have to be honest. Blush I really like. I think it's a really pretty blush. It's really, really nice. I also think you can build this one up. I went in really lightly with it because I'm trying to be careful with blush lately. I've looked back at some videos and I'm like, wow, that was a lot of blush, because I'm trying to show you the color, but I don't wear a ton of blush. But if you just like, you know, put on like a normal amount instead of like the tiniest amount like I do, yeah. I mean, is it super pigmented? No, the coral flight is much more pigmented, but I think, you know, you can definitely make this a brighter blush. I really, really like the shade. I think this is beautiful. The Nude Glide or whatever it is, and this one I both love. This one I like more actually than the Nude Glide, because the Nude Glide does have some glitter in it. For me, the one I got did not have a ton of glitter, but it did have some. So, yeah, nobody needs a whole bunch of glitter on their face. All right, so this nude, let's talk a little bit about the card that comes with it from La Bouche Rouge. It's a little card that says, limited edition, Elsa Hosk. I think it's Hosk. It could be Hosk. Maybe Elsa Hosk. And La Bouche Rouge Paris. This collaboration is an ode to nature with an explosion of colors. Electric lime green, that's the other case that's available. Electric lime green and pastel lavender leather cases, inspired by flowers and exotic plants found in Elsa's colorful Pasadena garden in California. Along with the cases, we worked together to create shades that have the feel of late summer nights, a creamy nude, which is this one, and the ultimate sexy orangey red, which is the other one. The orangey red looks actually pretty, and I might pick it up, maybe in the lime green case, because it's a limited edition color. So the cases I have what they call camel. I have this like deep red. I have almost like a Tiffany blue, and I have black. And now, of course, I have the lavender. There's a couple other shades, and like I said, they've done limited edition ones before that have come out. There was one that was like pink. Anyway, they've done collabs where there's, you know, different shades. So this is the lavender and lime green. So let's try this on. Let me show you on my hand. That's the shade. La Nude Elsa. And let's try it on the lips. It's a really pretty shade. On me, it goes a little bit more peach, I'd say, which is unusual for me. Usually the shades that I have, if you're not sure if they're more ambiguous, they kind of go pink. I think this is more of a peach, which is great because I don't have any. I have very few lipsticks that will go peach. There's a few, but not many. So yeah, I really like this. I will wear it with a liner because I just tend to wear liners with my lipsticks. I would probably use a little bit of a brown pink liner, maybe Jungle by Dior or Extort by Tom Ford or Nude Beige, Sicily. There's a couple, Chanel. There's a bunch that I would probably use it with that have more of that, you know, brownish undertone, just to take a little bit of the peach off. But yeah, I really like it. The formula is one of my favorites. The Bouche Rouge has excellent, excellent lipsticks. The only thing about them is they don't really last very long. They're a clean beauty brand, so the ingredients are fresh. The lipsticks can go bad faster than, quote, a normal lipstick. I haven't had problems with it. It's not like they go bad, you know, immediately, but it's one of those things that there's not as many preservatives, so they do go bad a little bit faster. But I do think it's a really pretty lipstick. I'm very happy I picked it up. I am, like, inclined, there is a piece of me that wants to get the lime green one with the red orangey shade, because I'm just like, well, it's a limited edition and I should get it to add to my collection. So I don't know, maybe I will. Yeah, as you can see, as I showed you, I got my initials on this one. I've never gotten initials on any one of these before. It's something that you can do. And so if that's, you know, something that you want to do, or you want to put on a symbol or something, I believe you can put a heart on there. You can order that. It does take a little extra time to get them if you if you get them engraved. Again, these are magnetic. So there's a good closure and completely refillable. So if I want to take the little nude and put it in this black case, I can do that. This is nude red, which is like one of my favorite shades. You can do it. You can put them in any case that you'd like. So, you know, I love the fact that I have like this rainbow of lipstick cases. No, I did not buy them all at once because they are expensive. But I don't know how long this limited edition will be available. I don't remember. Maybe I can look it up. I'll look it up and I'll put it down below if it says like specifically how long, or if it was just until it sold out, or I don't know. So I don't believe the shade will be around forever, and I don't believe the case shade will be around forever. So that's why I'm continually talking myself into getting the sexy orangey red, because I'm like, well, if it disappears, if it's limited edition, I should get it. And yes, I know it's marketing, and I know a lot of times when people say limited edition, it's not really. So I got that. But there was one that they did with, I think it was Rosie Whitley, and she had 2 shades, and I'm pretty sure her case was pink. I'm not positive of that. But anyway, and I didn't pick up that collection, and it, you know, it did sell out, and then it was gone. I don't think it's coming back. I don't think those shades are coming back. So I do think they have like real limited edition, unlike, you know, some brands. So if you are interested in either the lime green or the lavender, I think they are limited edition. Again, I'll have all that information below. And the shades, the orangey red and the creamy nude, again, I think they are just for this collab. The formula is really, really good. It's very creamy. It's really comfortable on the lips. It's great for dry skin. It's good for older skin, but it's not like it doesn't come off immediately or anything like that. It's a very, really nice look. And I used to buy, I actually have quite a few shades. I have more shades than I have cases that I used to pick up at Barney's. They used to carry the line, but Barney's doesn't exist anymore. So that's harder to get. I believe it's on Net-a-Porter and then the Bouche Rouge site, I believe. And then maybe Selfridges too. Maybe Selfridges, I forget now. But anyway, it's harder to get in the US. So that's why I haven't picked that up as many pieces, but I really do like the lipsticks very much. All right, so my final thoughts for today. I think the lipstick is really pretty. The formula I love, the cases I love. I'm glad I picked up at least one piece from the collab, limited edition collab. I think it's really nice. The now I'm gonna get it. Rayonnante, no. I think it's Rayonnante. I could be completely wrong. But it is 330, and it is a limited edition shade. It's on Dior, so that means it could be around forever. It could be gone tomorrow. Don't know. But the shade is really pretty. So if you want something that's like a light coral that has a little bit of satiny, it's not really shimmer, it's like a luminescent. This is a great shade. I really, really like it. The Rose Prisme, I don't think there's anything else to say. I think I've said all there needs to be said. If you're looking for a practically no shade icon, this is the one for you. But no, this is not something that I would be reaching for. And if it wasn't for the channel, like I would, for $90, I'd just be like, you know, I don't think I'd return it. I just don't return things. I don't return makeup generally, but I would give it away to someone. And in fact, I still might do that. Like I might give it to someone who doesn't wear a lot of makeup, but just wants a little bit of something. Because I don't see me reaching for this. I mean, if I want to just have like practically nothing on my eyes, I will take like just one shade and just put it all over my eye. And even then, it's probably gonna have a little bit more pigment than this. If this is the final look, I'm probably just not gonna even use eyeshadow. I'll just use like my bronzer, put it in my crease and walk out the door. So, but again, that's my aesthetic, that's my style. There may be some people who really are looking for this type of eye look. So I want to present it to you if it is Rose Prisme. But if not, then I'd say no. The Clos de Peau holiday release, as soon as I know about it, I'll let you know, because I definitely will be picking some of those pieces up. Holiday's coming soon, guys. It's like right around the corner. I know. Doesn't seem right, but it's the way it is this year. Or maybe it was this way all the time and I just missed it. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope to see you in another video really soon.